are many different armor combinations in Minecraft, like there's netherite, diamond, gold, iron, chainmail, and even measly leather. But there's one armor combination no one has ever obtained. It requires glitches, bugs, and thousands of levels. But I'm going to obtain this armor set that will make me basically invincible. Please consider hitting the like button, smashing the subscribe button, ringing the notification bell to see more videos like this. Hey guys, let's get straight on to the video. We are going to be doing a lot today. We are going to be messing around with villagers, as you know. As you saw in the intro, we will be getting in some insane armor that would make me so OP. It's going to be so cool. G-Minion, you think that's going to be cool? I mean, OP armor is really cool, but then again, the blocks that you're going to obtain later in the video is even cooler. It's going to make you be able to travel across dimensions in a heartbeat. It's going to be so cool. I definitely recommend staying to the end of the video to see what is going to happen. This is where we're going to get this insane armor. We're going to have to mess around with villagers. And if you play with Minecraft, villagers are an absolute pain. And we got our sugarcane farm over there. It's going to be librarian villagers that we're going to be messing with. And we're probably going to have a trading hall somewhere over here, like near this broken chunk over here. I'd like to have a bridge going across and then into a little villager trading hall in the mountain. It'd be pretty cool. So I went ahead and started just threw villagers in a pit and hoped that we would get some baby villagers, and it seemed like it's working. This is awesome. So hopefully some of these give me the trades I need. Otherwise it's going to be a bit of a pain. Yeah, so what we are going to do first is something it's going to require us to get to the end. So yeah, so the first illegal is actually probably one of the most useful in the entire game. Because it will send us across dimensions really quickly, and this is what, and I'd like my own portal stuff over here. So it's going to require us to get to the end, and for this illegal we are going to require a water bucket. So if I go ahead and apply my elytra, I got my water bucket. And by the way, I finally got mending on this thing, which is quite insane. It's about time, because I really needed it. My elytra kept breaking. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the elytra that says too expensive. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out later. Let's go ahead and head over to the end portal. Okay, that's horrid. Now we are at the end portal. But before I go in, there are like three endermen that are angry at me right now. So I'm gonna have to be really careful, and I'm gonna have to get in, go to an obsidian pillar, cover my head up, and kill them. Thankfully I got this water bucket just in case anything goes wrong. Hopefully nothing goes too bad. You know what, maybe instead of, I'm just gonna go to the middle and place down a water bucket. I know for sure there are three angry endermen. For some reason they don't get their anger issues figured out. Did they fix it? I don't know if they fixed it or not. I don't see any angry endermen. I see endermen for sure. I don't see any angry ones. That's good. So what requires us to do is, we are in 1.2.13.5 right now. This works in 1.2.13 and 1.2.13.54. But I just have access to 1.2.13.5. This is a lot of numbers. I'm going to be doing it in this version. But this requires this end portal. And what we could do is, I'm going to have to watch out for endermen. What we could do is we could place a water bucket in the end portal, break it, and if I be careful, obtain the item. Right here we have end portal tile.name, and we can place it wherever we want. This is so cool. This will be the key to us not having to travel through the portal to get to the end. We could do it at home, and if I can completely wipe this portal out, and once I do so, now we got these final four in the middle. So let's go. What I gotta do is gotta place blocks so I can obtain them. But once I get rid of these 4, I'll show you guys. This is really cool. Is the portal will reset. They've made an AFK-able farm for it, but I don't want to set that up because it is quite a big farm. But as soon as I mine this, it'll replace. Isn't that cool? We can also set up a torch farm, but that ain't as cool as a end portal farm. Okay, there's the Enderman. He's mad at me. He started to run at me. I don't know where he went. You saw that. You saw the Enderman after me. He keeps disappearing before he even finishes attacking me. I don't know where he went, but I don't feel safe anymore after seeing that. Go ahead and take the water. Hopefully it doesn't actually hit us. But I'm gonna keep going until I've got a stack of these end portals, because these are too cool to just grab one and go. So yeah, I'm gonna keep farming these until I've got all I need. Okay guys, I got 53. This is gonna be my last go around. Hopefully everything goes well. So far, an Enderman hasn't hit me yet, so I keep hearing Enderman sounds and those freak me out, because I know there's an Enderman out there. I know that an Enderman is angry. Just don't know where he is. Oh, okay. It just sent me back. That's actually completely fine. It just sent me back. I just got a stack of portals. I must have been too late to hop back out. But why is it not letting me back out? It's not letting me out. Okay, there. Now we got a stack of portals and my cursor is broken. That's annoying. Why is my cursor broken? This is so annoying whenever this happens. Okay, there. Let's go ahead and go to bed. I'm gonna show you guys the end portals that I obtained. I got a stack of these things. This is insane. I need to actually head back to the end, so I'm gonna go ahead and place one down. That's not going to stay there permanently, because it's just I need to build around here. It's just before I update, I'm gonna get rid of it. But what I need is iron bars for this next one. I need to keep these this water bucket, but I need iron bars for this next one and a few blocks, because I gotta do a bit of pillaring. So I'm gonna go head through. Oh, this is so cool. I can now access the end at home. I don't need to travel through the nether or fly all the way to the village and back. So let's go. I finally got the end portal, but this is not the only thing you can obtain. This Enderman are freaking me out. That's not the only thing you can obtain in the end, in this version. You can also obtain something called the end gateway. Well, since we don't use the end gateways because they're kind of broken, I'm going to be, and I always use that bridge over there. I'm going to go ahead and pillar up, and I'm going to obtain the end gateway block. Okay guys, we're at the end gateway. We are actually not going to go through. We are actually need to create a platform for me to stand on, because I need to be at a bit of an angle to obtain it. It just makes it easier. You don't have to be at an angle. It just makes it a lot easier. I prefer not to send this block sending through into the void. So what I do is I'm at the end gateway and I place 2 iron bars. And what we are going to obtain is this end gateway block. This is going to be a really cool block. So what we do is place it against the iron bar, scoop it up, and we've got the end gateway block. I'm gonna duplicate this one. Oh my goodness. Why? I hate Endermen. Why do Endermen hate me? Oh my goodness. It's happened once, but why did he have to appear and smack me off? I didn't even have my water bucket in hand. Okay, that's not the angry one. Is he done? Can't tell. I'm gonna wait till I'm healed up before I go back. Okay, back to full health. Let's get out of here. I hate Endermen. Let's get out of here, get out of the end. So the reason I'm not gonna get more of these is because 1, end gateways are kind of hard to find, and 2, I don't want to keep fighting the dragon to get more of them. I could do that, but it's just a bit too hard. Okay, I'm back. And so yeah, we got our new illegals. Make sure not to walk in there. That'd be embarrassing. Yeah, we got all of the illegal blocks we can obtain in this version. This is like like the most useful illegal that we've got so far. We are going to go ahead and put this in our illegal museum. This one deserves a good spot. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 item frames, and we are going to put these extremely cool blocks in an item frame. Okay, we got the two item frames. We got the four pillar quartz blocks. We are going to go ahead and place it up here with our many very quickly growing illegals. We are going to put this right next to the nested shulker box, almost right at the end of this this half of the alleyway, because we got the hallway. We got one more, and we are going to obtain that one more in this episode. We are going to place the end gateway block, and I don't know why I did this. I placed the wrong block. I shouldn't have placed this pillar quartz. I'm gonna put it in a chest is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna craft a chest, place the chest, put an item frame on. We are going to go ahead, place one in, place 63 in. Okay, so we finally got our two end stuff. We don't have to go to the end today. So we are going to go ahead and update and get our next illegal. Okay guys, we are in 1.2.13.8, and what we could do in this version is like, this is going to be the first armor piece that will make me invincible. This armor piece is called, well, I call it Extra Enchanted Helmet. And the reason it's called that is because in 1.2.13.8, you can get extra enchantments on it. It's pretty cool. So what I did is I did some off-camera grinding, and I set it up a farm that's going to help me get this illegal. So I'm going to go ahead and head over there, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, we are in the village, and I made the farm just over here. This is going to be quite awesome. Looks like more terrain corruption happened. Looks like now we've got a bit of acacia mountains over there. It's pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna have to fix that sooner or later. You can actually see the farm happening right here. It's turned off right now, and that sound kind of tells you what farm we made. It's all the way, it's not too far down, which is awesome. I made a little zombie farm, and I put my enchanting table down here, and I also got tons of librarian villagers, and cartographers, clerics, and farmers, and got some pretty good traits from them, like mending and efficiency 5. I got tons of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Got the anvil here, what I could do. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a helmet. So I'd like a brand new one, instead of a one that's down to 2 durability or something. Go ahead and craft a helmet. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I already got the enchantments all right here. But the only thing is, I'm going to need tons of XP, so that's why we have the zombie farm. I'm gonna go ahead and let it start running. So if I put this helmet in this, so I'm gonna put, it's a respiration, thorns 3, protection 4, luck of C3, and lure 2. I should only get the first 3. When I put it in, I get luck of the C3 and lure 2 on the helmet. I don't have enough levels, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Is I'm gonna farm tons of zombies until I have what I need. Okay guys, we got like one more zombie or 2, and we are at 36. Let's go. So now let's turn off the farm before it overflows, because this farm is like so stinking powerful that it will like top the mob cap and plus more. So I put the helmet in here, put it in here. Yes, that really fills the screen. That's insane. Look at this helmet. Oh my goodness, way better than my other one. And you know, here I'll show you guys. I go ahead and turn this on. So this helmet's got this helmet's got sharpness 5, fire aspect 2, looting 3, what was the other one? Oh, knockback 2. So it actually hurts the zombie pretty well too. So I can be farming it with my helmet. Isn't that insane? And it kills them so quickly. And I don't even know if it does damage to it. But that's so cool. Don't know if I'm going to use this on... Contemplating actually using it as an armor piece and duplicating it later. Or should I put it in the museum? I'm not completely sure. I think this is going to have an exhibit. Obviously, because this is like such an OP helmet. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the museum. And then I'm going to duplicate it and then use it as an armor piece. Because like, if you see somebody flex with this type of helmet, that's insane. That's like top-notch illegal there. I mean, I put all the sword enchants, and then there's plus a few fishing rod enchants. Those were on accident. I was getting the enchants, some of the enchants via enchanting table, and they sometimes add extra enchantments. So that's why it has luck of the C3 lure 2. Probably increase the price just a bit, but I'm fine with that. So what we are going to do now is we are going to fly home and put this in our museum. This deserves a really good spot at the museum. Thankfully, it's also at the end of the aisle, which that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back, and yeah, see you guys then. I completely forgot my ender chest here. I also forgot to tell you guys this. I realized this while I was grinding out the zombies. They drop helmets. And I got an insane amount of helmets. Fortune 1, Depth Strider 2, Bane of Arthropods 3, Feather Falling 3. This is insane. So I'm just gonna keep this chest here. Just to, you know, whenever somebody comes around, I may have a world download however. Maybe. I don't know. So this will be just between you and me, guys. This will just be here waiting for somebody to find. So yeah, I'm gonna go head back and grab my since I finally got my ender chest. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back. Okay guys, we're back home. We got our ender chest, we got our helmet, and we're gonna go ahead and set up the exhibit for the helmets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make this an illegal helmet. I'm gonna try to find a cheap book, because I've only got 8 levels and I'm not going back. Yeah, and I'm gonna get an illegal helmet, and I realized I just put a non-illegal enchantment on. Oh my goodness, I'm on a roll today on the helmets. So I got tons of enchantments, guys. Just look at this. Look at this. Let's go ahead and take this. Let's go ahead and take the smite one and apply it to our helmet. Just the exhibit helmet, because this is going to just to show them what we got. So yeah, so we got our helmet and we got our quartz pillar. I'm going to grab the chest, and it should be right in here. And thankfully we've already got the leather we need. So let's go ahead and craft the item frame. Okay, let's go ahead and head up there and put this insane illegal in the hallway. Okay, we're gonna put this right next to the end gateway. Gonna place the quartz pillar, the chest, item frame, and we are gonna put the smaller blast protection smite 1 helmet. Probably should have named it. That's probably what I'll do now. And we are going to go ahead and put this helmet in the chest. I'm gonna go ahead and name the helmet, and our exhibit will be complete. There we go. I've named it invalid enchantment helmet. That's probably a better name than extra enchantment helmet, because in Java edition, believe it's before 1.14, you're able to add blast protection and protection on the same one. So that would probably get confused. So I named it invalid enchanted helmet, because as you can see, there's a bunch of invalid enchantments on there. We got our first and our last illegal of 1.2.13.8. We're not done. We got even more enchantments to come, and oh, great. Great. This is awesome. Everything's going just great. A zombie got in and killed our villagers. Let's go. Thankfully, actually, oh, we already got one. We got a potion of weakness on us, so I can go ahead and cure them. Why am I throwing stuff out? Today has been not a good day. Go ahead and craft a few apples and my goodness. Please subscribe, guys. That's all they can request of you guys. Please subscribe. It says well, just this world in general has been really hard to make and really hard to keep because all this upgrading stuff, I don't know if you could tell, you should by now, that this world breaks really quickly, and now there's a stupid chicken in there. Get out. Let's go ahead and cure them. Okay, hopefully when one gets in, they don't all kill each other. That'd be a preferable thing to happen, but who cares? So let's go ahead and keep them in this one spot. Hopefully they should be fine. Yeah, they're gonna die. Thankfully we got tons of extra villagers that we can breed. Yeah, breed. That's the word. Like we got this guy over here, and I think we got a guy over here. I'm pretty sure he's already cured over here too. Okay, no, he's just gone. Oh wait. Oh yeah. There. See guys? Got 3 of them in there. Hopefully one of those guys are a farmer, because otherwise we will have to go track down a farmer villager. But I guess I'm just yapping. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. The next illegal actually requires an enchantment that we gotta get. So I'm gonna need villagers to do that. Okay, they're trying to break in. Okay, let's just walk away. Ah, there. Yay! They're all fine now. Stop opening the doors. I'm trying to close them so it looks nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade to 1.2.13.60 to get our next illegal and mess around with villagers. Oh, great. Okay, guys, we are in 1.2.13.60. For some reason, it doesn't quite show up. I know for sure it is 1.2.13.60 because I've tested it out, so don't question me. So what we actually need to do to get this illegal is we are going to have to turn on experimental gameplay, which creates a copy of our world, which that's completely fine. So we are going to go in. I'm going to tell you guys what we are going to get in this version. Guys, what we are going to get in this version is another set of illegal armor. This illegal armor is called loyalty armor and channeling armor and tools. What we could do in this version is, so since I had to upgrade to experimental 1.4, they come out in 1.4 they come out with tons of trident enchants like loyalty, impaling, riptide, and channeling, and curse of vanishing and curse of binding. But what they did between this version and I believe 1.5 is they changed the IDs of the enchants. So for example, curse of vanishing becomes channeling 1 in later editions. So if I put a bunch of curse of vanishing stuff on like a helmet, later it'll turn into channeling armor and tools. And so it's the same with curse of binding, but later in the game it turns into loyalty. That's what we are going to get. But we're also getting, we're not done there. We're getting 2 more illegals called over-leveled illegals, and this is, we are able to obtain curse of vanishing 3 and curse of binding 5. I don't know why you would ever want that, but if you do, you can get it. So what you gotta do is you have to get impaling 5, I believe, impaling 5, and then when it upgrades, it turns into curse of binding 5, and also if with curse of vanishing 3, if you get riptide in this version, later it'll update to curse of binding vanishing 3, which is very cool. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm pretty sure that guy's a librarian. I hope he is, when he grows up, he should have, hopefully, have a librarian trade. So I'm gonna go ahead and boat, or not boat, that'd be horrid. Minecart a few mobs over. Thankfully, we got a farmer, a baby farmer villager in here. So everything should be fine. So yeah, so let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and minecart all my villagers over here. And hopefully everything works out. Okay guys, I went a bit overboard. There's an insane amount of villagers in here. And I also started a trading hall. I'm gonna make a building for this so it's not just a hole in the mountain. As you can see, I got some villages in here. I got a full hallway full of librarian villagers with max enchants. I also went ahead and enchanted my 2 pickaxes. Before that, efficiency 4, now has 5. And this one, now I've got a fortune 3, efficiency 5 pickaxe, which is awesome. So, so now what I've got to do, so I went ahead and grinded some serious enchanted books out. So there's a way you can duplicate stuff if by this, basically this setup, not the anvil, this setup. And it's actually really easy. So if I put like 8 pumpkin pies in here and I run at it, click on it, and try to pull it, I didn't get it that time, and try to put it in my inventory really quickly. Oh, well, I didn't get the entire thing, but as you can see, it duplicated into 9. Which, so, yeah, I used this duplication glitch for a lot of stuff. I went ahead and duplicated my elytra. Oh, look at there. Now I got 18, which is pretty cool. But as soon as I got the villagers I need, I went ahead and, yes, I duplicated some elytra, because who doesn't need more elytra? And then, yeah, I got tons of these books. And so I'll do a quick explanation of what I'll do a quick explanation of the illegals I'm getting. So the first one is called channeling, armor, and tool sets. And to do this, you got to apply channeling or curse of vanishing to a piece of armor or tools in 1.2.13.60 with experimentals on. So, and then when you upgrade to, I believe, 1.2.14.2, all the IDs change, and it will replace all the curse of vanishing with channeling. So if I just upgrade it as is, all of these curse of vanishing books will turn into channeling books. But if you know what a curse of vanishing does, you can apply it to tools. So if I apply it to tools and armor and update it, it'll turn into channeling stuff that shouldn't have channeling. It's like a channeling helmet, or a channeling pants, or channeling boots, or channeling elytra, even. So I'm going to get every combination of that, and I'm not done there. Curse of binding. You can also do stuff with curse of binding. Curse of binding, it will change if you get a bunch of curse of binding books and apply it to armor. That armor will turn into loyalty 1 armor. So that's why I got all these. So, and then I'm still not done, guys. I also got impaling 1 through 5 and riptide 2 to 3. I wanted riptide 1, but I couldn't get it for some reason. It's just apparently really rare. So what these do is that, so impaling 1 is not going to get me an illegal. So all of these will change, and so impaling will change into curse of vanishing. And that, so if I get an impaling 1 book, it'll turn into curse of vanishing 1 book. But if I get impaling 2, it'll turn into curse of vanishing 2. If I get impaling 3, I'll get curse of vanishing 3. And it'll keep going on and on. Same thing with riptide. But riptide turns into curse of binding. So riptide 1 wouldn't be illegal. That's why I didn't stress it. So riptide 2 would turn into curse of binding 2. And that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply to every piece of armor and every tool in the game. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I got all of these illegals, and then we will update. Sorry to interrupt, but I know why some of you guys are here. Last episode, we did some insane terrain glitches that completely shattered my end. Now, I didn't get to explore that last episode, so some of you guys may be here to see that. Don't worry, we will be exploring the BPC corruption. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch last episode. But we are going to explore it right at the end of the video, so hang on. Okay, guys, I'm right at my museum right now, and we went ahead and updated to 1.2.14.2, and this is where all of the enchants are shifted into different enchants. And in the true spirit of my world, it's raining. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it either. But I went ahead and moved all of the stuff to our legal museum. We've now got 4 more exhibits, and we're started on the second side of our hallway, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. This one, which has a pickaxe, and it's named Channeling Armor in Tool Sets. If I go in it, it's got all of the all of the armor, all of the tools, except netherite, obviously, and even some other stuff, and they all have channeling on them. That's so cool. Remember, before this they were all Curse of Vanishing, but since we upgraded to 1.2.42.2, they turned into channeling stuff. Only thing that's not illegal in this thing is the trident, and that's just for looks, because it's kind of cool to have every single thing that's a tool and that can have Curse of Vanishing on it in this chest. Okay, and next we have this, the Loyalty Armor. This was very expensive, guys. All of the stuff, and plus the elytra, this is very expensive. Now this has got every single armor set except netherite with loyalty on it, including an elytra with loyalty. And then we got these two. This is probably my favorite one. This is Curse of Binding books exceeding the Curse of Binding 1 limit. So it goes Curse of Binding 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is the 2 through 5 is illegal. The Curse of Binding 1 is just there for looks. And then the Curse of Vanishing 2 and 3. The Curse of Vanishing 1 wasn't there because it's not illegal, but I'm gonna put it in here soon because just for looks, kind of weird to not have Curse of Vanishing 1. So yeah, we got 2 more illegals left today, and these are actually really cool and both really useful. So I went ahead and whenever I say I'm gonna go grind for this one thing, I always get ahead of myself and start grinding for another thing, because I just love playing on this world. But so I went ahead and got a Loyalty 3 book, a Channeling book, and a Riptide book. Now in 1.2.14.2 you can get in any version you can get Loyalty on a trident, you can get Channeling on a trident, you can get Riptide on a trident. But while you can put Channeling and Loyalty on the same trident, you're not supposed to be putting Riptide, Channeling, and Loyalty on the same trident. It's incompatible. So if I go ahead and grab my XP bottles and enchanted it with Channeling, this is quite normal, Channeling trident. We've got one of those up there in our illegal museum, and it's not illegal, it's just for looks. Now if I go ahead and put Loyalty on my trident, again, same trident. You can do this in ordinary Minecraft. But when I go ahead and add Riptide to my trident, I've got a Channeling 1, Loyalty 3, Riptide 3 trident. And remember, Riptide is not supposed to be with Loyalty and Channeling. So I got an incompatible Channeling or incompatible trident enchants. That's really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead, since I'm gonna put one in my museum, and I'd like to have one just on hand. I'm gonna show you what this thing can do. Now I've got two tridents with channeling, Loyalty 3, Riptide 3, because I just duplicated it over there. And now, if you know about Riptide, the Riptide enchantment, when you have Riptide on it, you can't throw it. But I can. That's because of the Loyalty and Channeling. Now, I can also do the normal Riptide thing and throw myself up in the air, and the trident should come back down. It actually leaves your inventory, So it's like a combination of channeling Loyalty 1 and Riptide 3. Obviously I can't keep rocketing myself into the air over and over again because it leaves your inventory, which that's okay, but I mean, I'm not really probably use this as often, but still really cool. Now I would add in Breaking 3 and Mending 1 on it, but you can't do that. I can't remember what version you can do it on, but I know you can't do it in this version. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a bit of fun with this. Travel home. That was anticlimactic. And travel home. So now what I'm gonna do with this trident is I'm going to put it among my other illegals and put it right in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get an item frame and go ahead and put something on it so it looks pretty cool. Now if I go ahead and place this item frame and place this trident, it's going to be the incompatible trident enchant. I don't know what to call it. Exhibit. Now you may have noticed, G-Minion, why do you have a second chest? Well, actually, while I was getting this, I found in a leak, like discovered in a leak. I don't know if anybody else has figured this out. I'm gonna do a bit of research. I'm pretty sure that I'm the first one that found it because I haven't seen anything about it. But if you see over here, I've got some very, very weird oak trapdoors. Jimmy, what is this? How did you get these? Well, I actually, if I go ahead and place these in a chest, and then I go ahead and try and like place in a, so make sure you don't have any of these. If you've already obtained them, make sure you don't put have them in your inventory while you do this. But if you go ahead and mine, I don't know if it has to be Silk Touch. It may have to be Silk Touch. Yeah, it's got to be Silk Touch. Now, oh yeah, also forgot. Make sure you have anything with trapdoors in your inventory, otherwise it may mess it up. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's got to be Silk Touch. So if you mine this with Silk Touch, I haven't got a Silk Touch axe, so it's going to have to just suffer. Okay, I just let go. If you go ahead and mine it with Silk Touch, like if it was on its side or something. So if you go ahead and place these down, this has only worked. I got this in 1.2.13.60, so this is now impossible to get in 1.2.14.2. But if you went ahead and mined it with a Silk Touch pickaxe, it would like make sure it's like up in this direction or something. If you mine it with a Silk Touch pickaxe, it would become illegal and have a very weird side, as you could see. Now I can duplicate them, but I'm worried too because I don't want to. Like if I thought if it was to place a trapdoor onto it, it'd duplicate and become 2. I'm worried too because I don't want it to break it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna name one of these trapdoors. It's gonna just throw this one away, and I think what I'm gonna name this one is invalid data value trapdoors. I could have got more. I should have, but at the time I wasn't recording, so I didn't quite know anything about it. Right now, all I know is that it ends in 1.2.13.60 because I believe that's what I got it. So if I go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and name this invalid data value trapdoor. There we go. I think this is a pretty cool illegal because, well, I feel like I may have discovered. I don't want to say that. I should say that. I don't think I may have discovered it. I just came across it. I'm gonna have to do a bit more research and see what I could find. But if I go ahead and place an item frame, place a trapdoor, I'll have invalid data value trapdoor chest, and this looks pretty cool. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool to see some very weird trapdoors. You gotta agree with me, guys. This trident was very useful. Like, it's kind of cool. You get to strike things with lightning while you get to fly through the air with it. That's pretty cool. You're not usually supposed to do that with tridents. So there's a way. So here, you know what? So this portal, I put 10 obsidian, lit it. Now there's a way you can obtain obsidian, right? But there's no known way to obtain another portal block. Like, I can't even mine it. My fish just goes right through it. But somebody found a way to obtain a portal block. This is actually quite known illegal, but it requires ghost blocks and TNT. Oh, you create the ghost block with TNT, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get all the stuff that I need for it, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to set it up. Okay guys, so I got all the stuff that you need. It's really cheap. So what you need is you need enough obsidian for a portal. So I just grabbed 14 or 10. That's okay too. You need one piston, one pressure plate, a bit of redstone, a dispenser, some blocks, a flint and steel, TNT, tripwires, and string. These three don't matter the amount that you get, because it literally they are used to get the ghost block, and if you get it first try, then you only need one TNT, 2 tripwire hooks, and 1 piece of string. It's really easy. I also wanted to point out, I just noticed this. I haven't looked at it yet, but I just noticed in my chest all my pumpkins have changed. And this is awesome, because in 1.4, but 1.2.14 is a version of 1.4. As you can see, I got a pumpkin on my armor stand. That's so cool. That's actually really cool. Oh, it disappears. That's really cool. As you guys see, no trickery. It's all on all sides. It's pumpkin. That's pretty cool. It looks really illegal. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the portal, and I'll show you guys how to do it. So guys, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna put it over here, because I think I'm gonna make this area like old illegal stuff that it worked, but now it's not, like this contraption. You can't do this anymore, sadly. So it'd been really cool if you could just see a bunch of people walking around with portal blocks. But so I'm gonna go ahead, set up a platform, and hopefully it turns out okay without any drowns annoying me, man. Okay, so if I go ahead, and because I'm using TNT, it's going to make a bit of a mess. That's okay. I can clean it up later. But if I go ahead and make my portal, as you can see, we made the portal. Now that's the first step. Now you want to go ahead and mine this block and make so it looks something like this. Now we are going to create our ghost block. Now what we need is our tripwires, a string, and our TNT. And you can also need a flint and steel, or in my case I could just use my fire aspect sword that lights it. So what you need to do is you need to place 2 tripwire hooks, one on the edge of this portal, one on the edge of this stone. Make sure you have this little stone thing, and place a string in between so it activates it whenever you walk on it. Now go ahead and move anything valuable, because this is going to make a bit of a mess. So, and now you go ahead, place a TNT, get ready to run because it may hurt you. Smack it with your fire aspect or your flint and steel. Let it blow up. Break a few things. And as you can see, both of these are ghost blocks. Only one of them we need. We need that string there. As you can see, you kind of see it. That's a little sliver of a piece of string. That's what we want. So let's go. That's perfect. You won't get it 100%. So if you don't get it first try, just try it again. You'll get it sooner or later. It's really easy to obtain. So what I'm gonna do is I want to go ahead and place my. I'm shocked it worked first try. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and place my stuff in here, and now we go ahead and grab our piston, our pressure plate, redstone, dispenser, flint and steel, and our building blocks. So what we need to do now is we go ahead and place a pressure plate right here, right under. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's right there. And now go ahead and place a redstone there, block here. Doesn't matter what type of block, as long as it's not obsidian or something like that, or something that can't transmit redstone. And then place a piston right there. This is going to push us over, and that's exactly what we want to do. Make sure to test it. Don't test it right at the very end, because otherwise you'll lose your ghost block, and we don't want that. Okay, so now what we got to do is place redstone coming out from this pressure plate. Go 1, 2, then go another 2, and then place one, place a block, or sorry, place 2 blocks. Make sure it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 blocks, a piece of redstone. Then you want to go ahead and grab your dispenser. Make sure you don't I try not to hit string because I don't want to update it. I place my dispenser there. I put my flint and steel inside the dispenser. This is such an easy thing. Grab my silk touch pickaxe. I'm not completely sure if it's got to be silk touch or fortune. Just grab silk touch and kind of line it up. Don't press on the pressure plate. Okay, I don't want to step on it just in case. And line it up. And line it up and know where you want to go. And now walk toward the piston while holding down your mine button. As you see there, we got our portal. So what I did was, I just walked forward, and then when I hold it down, it breaks. So that is so cool. We wouldn't have got this any other way. This is very, very, very cool legal. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this in memory of the portal block. As you can see, I got it right here in my hand. That is so cool. So what I do basically, I'll explain this because it makes sense to me, so I hope it makes sense to you guys. If I can understand it, I think you guys can too. So what you do is that ghost block, it's insta-mineable. So whenever you try to mine it, it just insta-goes. It barely even shows that you're mining it. So what you do is when you hold your pickaxe down, it pushes you. As soon as this piston fires, this dispenser fires as well. So the piston pushes us, the dispenser lights the portal, and it makes these portal blocks appear immediately. But since you're basically tricking the game into thinking that you're mining the ghost block or the string, and when it tries to give you the string back, it gives you that portal back instead, because when it tries to give you the string, you accidentally break the portal, and that's how you get this block. I'm gonna keep this up because it's like in memory of the old way of getting the portal block, because this is like, okay, I placed it. As you can see, it still does work, but I placed it. Ugh, my goodness, that's annoying. Can I replace it? Can I update it? Is there any way to update it? It's kind of going to be here for a while until it updates. So in this game, you can place tons of portal blocks and they won't update. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pack it up and do it again. Don't try to do stupid stuff like I did and walk into the portal and place the portal block. Works. It's 100% functionable. So I'm going to go ahead and get another one. Hopefully I don't do something stupid again. Sweet. Okay, guys, I got it back, and it looked like the portal block updated. This is so cool. Let's try not to place it again. What I love about this block is that it has an animation. Isn't that cool? It's got a really cool animation. It's like it shows the animation and everything. It's really cool. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna duplicate this so I don't make stupid mistakes like that again. And yeah, we are going to put this definitely in our illegal museum. This is a very iconic block. Okay guys, I went ahead and duplicated the portals. So now I've got 18 of them. I would duplicate more in later because they're really useful and they're kind of cool. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up an exhibit for them, and it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and place it right next to the invalid data value trapdoor, and I'm going to go ahead and place that, and place the item frame on, place a portal in, get to see the cool animation. Now I'm going to move all of them except one into the chest. The reason why is we could do some pretty cool stuff with this. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm actually going to need some more obsidian for this. So I'm going to go ahead and down to my obsidian spire down here, because I am going to be removing a bit of the obsidian anyway. So I'm going to mine it from here and just slowly chip it away at it, as you can see. But I'm going to go ahead and mine up some more of the spire. I need 8 pieces, and I'm going to show you guys what we can do with this portal. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to put it right in here. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a mini portal. This usually should not be attainable, but as you can see, looks like it's Big Brother. But usually you cannot light it. If I pull out my, I don't have a flint and steel. Well, if I pulled out a flint and steel, I wouldn't be able to light it. But I can make it look like I did. Look at that, it's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. So yeah, now we got. I wonder. I don't think we can. Oh yeah, dive mining. Dive mining wasn't added till 1.21, I believe. No, 1.20 wasn't it? I think it was 1.20. I got a really small one next to the contraption that made the block. That's really cool. Now, I've got one last thing. I'm pretty sure this is illegal. Oh yeah, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go in style, and I'm going to go ahead and use this end portal block that we got last episode, and head to the end. I'm pretty sure I can waterlog it and get rid of it. At least what I hope. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and go over to our BPC corruption that we got last episode. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I really recommend watching last episode. The last episode was pretty stinking cool on what we got last episode. We got some absolutely insane corruption. So for just a bit of context, watch the last episodes. Otherwise, you get a good idea. So cut that out. I want people to watch my last episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the BPC corruption, and we're gonna check it out and see what illegals we can get. Okay, so let's check out this one first before we go into anything too far. Whoa, this is cool. Okay, there's an Enderman down there, so let's just be a bit safe. He's that mad at me, isn't he? Yeah, he's mad at me. Doesn't look like there's anything illegal in this chunk. I'm only gonna mine things that are illegal because I don't want to. Well, I mean, duplication glitches is cheating, but I mean, I know duplication glitches are cheating, but I don't want to mine things from an illegal block. Looks like this enchanting table is illegal. I think it's not accessible. Oh, I think it's not accessible. That's actually kind of cool. This is an illegal enchanting table because it doesn't have the book on it. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything illegal, but it does look like there's illegal stuff over here. As you can see, the structure blocks. Sadly, I don't think I can mine these. I can go ahead and try. I have to be a bit careful. Yeah, I can't mine these, but I'm pretty sure I could probably. Gotta be careful. Mine these. I don't know what it is. What is it? Is it piled at reserved 6? I have one of those. That's cool. Are all of these reserved 6 blocks? Whatever. It looks like they're all reserved 6 blocks. That's really cool. So look, got another illegal enchanting table. Oh my goodness, this is cool. Okay, let's see if I can bridge my way over here. I hate being above this. This is very, very, very scary. My goodness, guys, this world is so stinking broken. Look at what's below us. Just empty void. This is so cool. Is this reserved? Oh wait, no, this is something else. What is this? What is this block? What is this? Info updates. That's cool. Is this like I think this is like our info update 2 block. Wait, can I? No, it's same mining thing with every tool. That's cool. There's so much weird stuff here. My goodness, look at this. Man, I think I'm gonna have to run this through some converter or whatever. I'm not gonna do anything cheaty with my world. I'm just probably gonna have to delete all the items in the area because this is like so stinking laggy. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. So I wanna go ahead and go out, and I think that's where we're gonna end the video. What is this, guys? Look at this. Oh my goodness, the graphics are so broken. Did you see that? That was like a lava wall, but it was a weird visual glitch. What is this? Oh, look at there. There it is again. There it is. What in the world? Hey guys, we're back to the main end island. Our render distance back to 20. Now we can finally see. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't like this place. Guys, this has been a lot of work, a lot of grinding, cause villagers are a pain. That's why the villagers thing took like hours and hours upon end to get the enchantments I need. So please consider hitting that like button, or hitting that subscribe button. If you don't even, if you think my videos are bad, subscribe anyway, cause I would all love your input on how I can improve my channel, and because I don't as of now I don't have that much subscribers, so I don't have much I don't have much people who comment on my videos. So you could be the person that could change my entire YouTube channel and make me a booming 1,000 subscribers, hopefully soon. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Please consider hitting that like button, smashing that subscribe button, and ringing the notification bell. This is G Minion, and goodbye.